Hello and welcome back to Zanzibar in Tanzania. I'm here at Makofi Guesthouse, and in this video I'm going to be showing some of the beach experience here in Zanzibar. This is the place that I'm staying at. There are dorm rooms and also private rooms like mine available, and then there's this nice communal seating area in the middle. Let me give you a quick tour of my room before I head out. Bench outside, and it's a bit like an African hut on the inside. The double bed here, and view of the sandy garden square in the middle. And this particular one has a private bathroom. There are others that are cheaper with shared bathrooms. There's also a dorm room. So if you are interested in staying here, then the link is in the video description. There is a communal breakfast and dinner here in the mornings and evenings. The dinner is not included, but the breakfast usually is, and the bar is just there. So leaving the guest house now and heading towards the beach through these back streets, and I am in an area called Nungwi. Where is Nungwi? It is the northernmost tip of Unguja, which is the largest island of the Zanzibar archipelago, which comprises more than 50 islands. And the reason that I decided to opt for Nungwi in the last couple of days that I have here, because I'm leaving, is because I have been told it has the bluest water and the best beaches. We will find out just how true that is. A lot of these streets that you need to pass to reach the beach are full of souvenir shops. It's a little bit dusty and sandy, and makes you realize just how many locals are living nearby the beach, trying to earn a living off tourism. I'm sure they have been pretty severely hit over the last couple of years. It's quite interesting opting to just walk across to the northernmost tip, because I'm staying on the western side of Nungwi, but I wanted to walk to the north, and then once I get there, my plan is to follow the coast round the bend and then finish the video at sunset, which is obviously facing west. But to do that from my guest house, I have to cut through to reach the beach, and doing so is an eye-opener to see how the locals are living just behind all these tourist resorts. Hi. All good, thank you. Already started. Here we are, the beach for the first time, the turquoise waters. So this here is the northern tip of Zanzibar. The coast of Africa runs along this way. And I'm expecting people to chase me like that guy was just behind me here, but I just carried on filming anyway. It's a difficult one because sometimes you have to ignore them, you have to be rude and just carry on what you're doing, because you stop and it's a 10-minute conversation before they get to the point where they want to sell you something, their service. And if you're just not interested, then it's a whole lot of bother. Two guys dressed as Maasai there, definitely not the real ones. So it is around 4:30. I didn't want to head out too early because the sun is so intense here. out for lunch just to grab some food earlier, and well, I couldn't really almost open my eyes when I was walking across the beach because it was so hot. There is a dhow in the distance there. That is what Nungwi is originally known for, as a dhow building center, until of course tourism expanded and things changed with all resorts like this. Hey. Hi.
All good.
All good, thank you.
From where?
UK. Yeah.
Nice country. Welcome, Zanzibar.
Thank you.
How long here?
Only one more day, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
So this right here is the bend around the corner from the north to the west. Dar es Salaam is somewhere that way. There is a reason why the beach is so quiet at the moment, and that is just because the intensity of the sun, even at 4:30, is quite something. So be aware, between 10 AM and 4 PM, it's pretty much a no-go really. It's a lot of work. It's okay, thank you. Sorry. Sorry. Walking along the beach obviously makes you a target, but yeah, it's similar to Malindi in Kenya. A lot of people are really pushy here and it does detract from the experience slightly because you can never really have a moment of peace. It's a constant battle to say no to everybody. Main downside of tourist places in East Africa, I will use a blanket term because I've experienced the same in Malindi, and I get it because a lot of locals do need to make a living, so it's not easy. So it is still very hot right now. I'm going to take some shade somewhere, probably grab a drink, and then continue my walk and then hit the water for a swim. Asante sana. So I have picked up a coconut here. It's a pretty nice place to take refuge from the heat for a while. There are tons of smaller kind of bars slash restaurants. Some of them are also guest houses right by the sea, straddling the coast the whole way. Great, coconut's even cold. So from the place that I just had a coconut there, I have given them my bag and heading into the Indian Ocean. The turquoise color is so beautiful. I don't think I have seen a sea with so much color before, or an ocean I should say. Let alone swam in one like this. Sasa mambo sasa now.
Mambo poa,
Poa.
hakuna matata, karibu sana.
Hakuna matata.
Tuko kwenye kayaki, tunaendesha kayaki, na wewe pia jaribu kuendesha kayaki, uende island, upate pemba.
So what a perfect way to end this trip around East Africa, my first time in sub-Saharan Africa. Starting in Nairobi, my first ever safari, and then making my way to the Swahili coast, visiting a coffee farm for the first time as well, and then staying on the slopes of Mount Kilimanjaro, finally ending up in Dar es Salaam, and then here on the beaches of Zanzibar after visiting the historic stone town, somewhere I've wanted to go for a long time. Overall, it's been an amazing experience. I am heading to another continent tomorrow morning, but I will not reveal where I'm going. All I will say is that my layover is in Nairobi. So I'm going back to Kenya just for a few hours at the airport before heading to a very special place, somewhere that has really emerged in the last 20 years or so. But I won't give any more hints other than that. So leave your comments, your guesses below. I'm gonna just soak in this for a little bit longer and then head to a restaurant over there. Now heading down along the beach, parallel to the fading sun. You know, mainland Africa is so far away that you can't even see it from here. You can see some of the islands very close to Zanzibar in the distance. On the map it doesn't look far, but in reality it's much further. Shows how large a landmass Africa is. Zanzibar doesn't necessarily look that big, but it is rather large. In fact, I haven't mentioned how I got here from Stone Town yesterday. I took a taxi. I didn't book it. I just walked to the nearest taxi area that I could find, where there was a few of them standing around. And the first guy I saw was happy to take me here for $35 US, which is, according to my hotel, the best price I'm gonna get. Some will even charge you $50, $60. So make sure if you do the journey from Stone Town to Nungwi, then $40 is also a good deal, but don't try and pay any more than that. At that point, you're probably getting charged a little bit more than you should. Very calm time of day on the beach now. This is the restaurant that I was heading to. It's called Mamma Mia and apparently does some of the best Italian food here in Zanzibar, including gelato as well. And of course, what makes it a great place to eat is the fact that you can have the view of the sunset as well. Now sat down here in Mamma Mia, but the sun has gone. I had to quickly go to the toilet and change my clothes. By the time I came back, it had disappeared, but the glow is still there. Looks like a party boat of some kind that's just arrived after the sunset. My pizza is here. It's a pescatoria, which includes seafood,